Residents' allegations arrest warrants sought for presidential office officials. Will special counsel's investigation ultimately target Kim Kyon-hee? Arrest warrants sought for Kim Dae-ki, Yoon Jae-soon, and Kim O-jin 21-gram corruption allegations investigation gains momentum. The second independent counsel team, Special Counsel Kwon Chang-young, which is investigating allegations of preferential treatment in the construction of the presidential residence during the Yoon Suk-yeol administration, has requested arrest warrants for high-ranking officials of the presidential office. It appears that the investigation into Kim Kyon-hee, the spouse of former President Yoon Suk-yeol, has entered its countdown phase. JTBC reported on the 19th. The special counsel has requested arrest warrants on charges of abuse of authority for former presidential chief of staff Kim Dae-ki, former General Affairs Secretary Yoon Jae-soon, and former Management Secretary Kim O-jin. Adding, the special counsel views that the presidential office moved during the presidential residence relocation construction in 2022 to pay construction costs to 21gram, the First Lady's company. The special counsel's perspective is that the presidential office pressured the Ministry of the Interior and Safety to divert the budget for the presidential office construction. It further added, the special counsel has also confirmed circumstances under which the Ministry of the Interior and Safety, upon receiving requests for additional budget, drafted a report containing details such as it is difficult to create more reserve funds, and the presidential office is directing this. And in this process, they are also examining whether actual personnel disadvantages occurred against Ministry of the Interior and Safety officials who protested in the tone of rather. Take personnel action. The background of the special counsel's all-out pressure on the presidential decision-making line lies in the allegations of preferential treatment for 21gram, which surfaced from the beginning stage of the residence construction. The core of the allegation is that 21gram, an unlicensed and small-scale interior design firm without even a general construction business license, won the contracts for the presidential office, residence construction, and extension construction through sole source, private, contracts, and that there was intervention from higher-ups including Kim Kyon-hee. 21gram is a company that sponsored exhibitions hosted by Kavana Contents, an exhibition company operated by Kim Kyon-hee, and undertook the design and construction of the Kavana Contents office. However, the special counsel has captured circumstances showing that the presidential office at the time pressured the Ministry of the Interior and Safety to divert the budget to secure construction costs to be paid to 21gram. Was there the intent of V0? Jae-soon, an exhibition company operated by the spouse of 21gram CEO Kim Tae-young, is also implicated in cases related to Kim Kyon-hee. Assassin Media pointed out in its report on December 1 last year that Jo Woo-yeon, the CEO of Jae-soon, paid the additional amount of 3.24 million won for Kim Kyon-hee's Chanel bag, and raised the possibility that Jae-soon might have also become a target of preferential treatment, along with the fact that 21gram illegally received preferential treatment from the presidential office. Related article, exclusive Company A, which paid for Kim Kyon-hee's Chanel bag, implicated in the Cheonggwa D Precinct Fashion Week incident https://assassin, kr/46-2. Amid this context, a testimony recently emerged in court suggesting that there seemed to be the intent of V0, as Kim Kyon-hee was called, regarding the circumstances of how 21gram came to take charge of the residence construction. The Chosun Ilbo reported on the 11th. Public official A, belonging to the government buildings management headquarters under the Ministry of the Interior and Safety, appeared as a witness on the 11th at the 6th public trial in the case involving former Vice Minister of Land, Infrastructure and Transport Kim O-jin, former Presidential Office Administrator H. Wang, and 21gram CEO Kim Tae-young, on charges including abuse of authority. Held by the 24th Criminal Division of the Seoul Central District Court, presiding Judge Lee Young-sun, and when the special counsel team asked, how could an unlicensed company undertake the residence construction? A replied, I think there was the intent of V0, Kim Kyon-hee. Mrs. Kim was called V0 in the sense that she is more influential than the president. If arrest warrants for high-ranking presidential office officials are issued in the near future, it is expected that summons or investigations into higher-ups such as Kim Kyon-hee will gain rapid momentum. Conversely, if the warrants are dismissed, intense legal battles regarding whether it constitutes abuse of authority over the presidential office's demand for budget diversion are expected, and there is a possibility that the special counsel's investigation may temporarily enter a breathing spell. Attention is focused on whether the success or failure of the second comprehensive special counsel investigation and the direction of the related trials will directly lead to the investigative dragnet targeting Kim Kyon-hee. Cho Seon-hai, founder and publisher, TJSGP 7847 at Naver.com. Related video, https://youtube.com/ib9umk-igulk. This article was translated from Korean using AI technology. This English translation is provided for the convenience of global readers. While every effort has been made to ensure accuracy, the original Korean version shall remain the sole authoritative legal text. Assassin Media assumes no responsibility for any errors in translation. Original Korean article, https://assassin, kr/news 260520.